Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, and just another incredible day. And I mean that kind of in a negative way. We have a lot to talk about this morning, a lot going on, and it's already starting. But before we get there, it's Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. We got more bad economic news, several rounds of it, and that was enough to flip stock futures from being negative to positive. What a paradox. It's seriously incredible. The worse the economic news is, the higher the stock market will go, despite the fact that we heard from Fed President Barkin again. You know what? Hold that thought. Let's start off with the markets and then we'll talk about all that. So right now, as I said, stock futures reversed from being lower to higher after more bad economic news. Okay, what else would you expect here in this twisted, upside down freak show? Let's move forward here. So stock futures are higher. 10-year yield 1.34. Crude oil under a little pressure. Why? Because President Bidenstein, as in Frankenstein, because the man is a zombie. He doesn't realize that he's actually dead, but he is. It's the truth. Anyway, he's going to talk to OPEC about possibly increasing production because of skyrocketing energy prices. Let me explain this to you real quick in case you don't know. OPEC is going to laugh in his face. That's really the truth here. They will not, on his request, increase production. So forget about it. The pressure on crude oil, it's very slight right now, will reverse. Crude is going higher. If they pull that off today, the stock market will also put on some gains. The dollar right now is weaker. All right, again, look, the dollar is another entity among itself here. And at one point, the dollar is going to tumble as the Fed continues to, create cash out of thin air, run their inflation creation machine. We got, this $1 trillion budget, stimulus, whatever they want to call it, from the Senate, Congress, and there's more coming. So again, deliberately diluting the dollar, and that plays right into some of the economic news that we got today. So we found out that real wages, basically the purchasing power of the dollar, how it's affecting real people, fell 0.7%. I want you to think about that. That is a tremendous number. It's a tremendous number. And we're talking about real people, not numbers. With regard to, I had to write this stuff down here. Let me just read this to you. So here's all the news this morning. Consumer prices rose 5.4% in July. And could you imagine it was above expectations? Do you mean to tell me that yet again the rocket scientist, freaking economist got it wrong? Duh! They never get it right. And again, real wages falling. That is the real value of money. That's another way to put it here. 0.7%. It's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. I already told you about the White House calling on OPEC. They're going to call on OPEC. And OPEC is going to laugh. They're going to laugh. Calling on OPEC to increase production because, energy prices are surging. Really? Oh my. I can't believe that. Anyway, so let's move forward here. So, this new thing, Fed President Barkin, he's trying to get his 15 minutes of fame. He's been rearing his ugly, hideous head lately, talking about the Fed taper. Now, this is his latest piece that you might want to laugh at, and I'm sure you're going to. This is what he says. Fed President Barkin, the Fed is closing in on a taper. How about no? How about this is just propaganda? There's no way the Fed is going to taper anytime soon. Henceforth, why the market's futures are higher right now. People, and the dollar is lower. If the market believed even slightly that the Fed was going to taper anytime soon, you would see the market crater like you cannot believe. You would see the dollar turn around. It's an incredible thing. Anyway, that's where we stand with regard to economic news. I want to go back to the market real quick. Gold and silver right now, I told you, they're going to remain in a range for a little while after the sell-off. That's okay. And again, the game is on with regard to precious metals here. We all understand that. People, I'm going to push this point home again to you. I cannot tell you the amount of emails that I get on a daily basis. It's staggering. If I don't write back to you, please understand that, I just can't keep up. Okay. And a lot of the theme with regard to the emails I get is gold and silver, gold and silver. People, stop freaking out about gold and silver. We're not looking for overnight gains with these things. At least I'm not. Us stackers out here know what we are doing. Okay, we are betting against the debt, becoming our own central bank. We're waiting for the moment here when there's a sell-off in the debt market, and that is going to come, and it's going to be unbelievable, putting pressure on the stock market. Cash is going to leave the debt market, leave the stock market, and flow like a tsunami into suppressed assets, commodities. So that's what we're really doing here. So again, for those of you that are looking for like instantaneous gains, you think you're gonna buy an asset and it's gonna just skyrocket overnight, you're probably in the wrong spot. I'm not telling you that you should stop buying gold and silver physical. You need to hoard this stuff, but don't look for overnight gains here. These are long-term plays. You understand? Anyway, I hope you do. Cryptocurrencies right now, people continue to get bid higher, and I'm telling you again, right here and right now, that they will. Bitcoin and the other big cryptos are going to be hitting new record highs within a relatively short period of time. They're going to pull the other cryptos with them. Understand? Anyway, I think you got that too. So let's just put this all together real quick. More bad economic news. Inflation is surging. Real wages, the real value of money continues to plunge. And again, it's a terrible, terrible situation for people. These are not just numbers, and that bothers me. Okay, and that's why I do this. What I'm trying to do here desperately is allow you to understand what's really going on so you can think for yourself about what you need to do, how to stay on the right side of this entire thing. And it's not very hard. Again, if you have a little cash at the end of every month to invest in something, do your own research on this, it should be physical silver. Let them play their games with metals. We're going to play ours. If you have a little extra cash, maybe you want to get into this market, keeps going higher, it's going to keep going higher. You put some cash to work in a large cap dividend paying stock. You collect your dividend every quarter. More than likely, we're talking about blue chips here. They're going to go higher, much higher. So, there's so many ways to capitalize on this market. You don't have to trade derivatives like I do. You don't have to invest in cryptocurrencies like I do. I got my hands in everything. You all know that. Artwork, I just bought some new pieces of artwork, musical instruments. Yes, I'm in real estate as well, the stock market, derivatives. I'm everywhere. But you don't have to do that. You could focus on a few things here. And if it has to be just one, it really should be physical silver. I think you know that if you follow this blog. All right, people, look, so let's keep our eye on this entire freak show. Expect the freak show to get even more freaky, and there's just no doubt about it. And I will keep you on top of this, I promise, as always. Please, people, please, I am counting on you, all of you. Some of you have been with me for years to share my work. Get it out there, your social media, talk about it with people here. I am not anywhere. You will not find me on a single social media. If you do, it's not me. It's somebody impersonating me, and I know there are people doing that. But I'm telling you right now, I need you. I really do, to get my work out there, to let people hear this stuff. We are a team, okay? This isn't just Greg's thing. This is our thing, like I always say. All right. Love you a lot. See you later.